What's up, everybody? New video. As you can see in the background, I got my old paint booth. So I'm gonna start this video out. Bought another thing that I'm gonna be using for the booth. It's a pop-up canopy tent. It was 40 bucks on Walmart. I'm gonna see how it works. It should work pretty well. I'm gonna lay some plastic down on the ground and put the tent up over the plastic, seal everything off, and should have a pretty decent booth. I mean, you know, it's not gonna be perfect or anything, but it should work. Gonna give a quick shout out to my dude over at Wretched Motor Clothing. Follow him on Instagram at Wretched Clothing. They got some pretty cool stuff for both men and women. So if you like the hat, I mean, give it a look. Check him out. He also has a YouTube channel. If you guys are interested in motorcycle stuff, give him a look. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started building this tent and show you what it looks like at the end. All right, everybody, got the tent set up. I'm gonna just do a quick walk around so you can see, you know, everything. I just wanted to, you know, talk about it for a minute. So like I said, I bought this for 40 bucks on Walmart, on the app on Walmart. I don't believe they carry them in store, so you'll have to actually order one online. With that being said, it is $40, so it's not going to be the most sturdy of material, but it will serve its purpose for today, which is getting the dyna finished up painting, and, you know, get me where I need to be in this build. So let's walk inside. All right, everybody, I just went ahead and threw the second round of primer. First round of primer that I did, that you saw in the previous video in the posts, is called an epoxy primer, which is basically a sealant, and probably really didn't have to put the epoxy primer on this fairing, but I did anyways. Like I said, I'm not a professional at this. I'm learning as I'm going, but anyways, just wanted to go ahead and say I just put the first coat of 2K high build primer onto the fairing, and one problem I had with the epoxy primer was I talked with someone at the paint supply house, and they told me that I was probably using too small of a tip when I was spraying, and that's how I ended up with that textured look. So I went ahead, upped the size on the tip, and I'm gonna say it did turn out a lot better. I'm gonna go ahead and put another coat on here in a few minutes, of this primer, and then the little bit of imperfections that are in it right now, I'll be able to sand that stuff smooth before I lay the base coat, and the base coat will turn out a lot more smooth. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started putting the second coat on. I'm gonna test the phone out inside the booth. I'm gonna just try and stay away from spraying towards that general direction, but I'm gonna go grab the mask real quick, and then I'll get started putting this second coat on. So I went ahead to the second coat of this 2K high build primer. I'm gonna let it sit for a little while. The dry time says 1 hour and 30 minutes at 70 degrees. It's roughly like 85 here right now. So I'll probably come check it in about 45 minutes to an hour. And then I'll know what my next steps are. So yeah, so I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'll come back out and we'll keep going. All right guys, so first coat of primer, 2K high build primer is done for the gas tank. I'm gonna let it dry for about 10-15 minutes, and then I'll add the second coat, and then I'll let it dry for a good 30-40 minutes, and then I'll swap it out for the front fender and go ahead and do the front fender as well. Alright guys, I'm going to let this primer do its thing, let it cook for a little bit, and then like I said, I'll flip it over, hit the bottom real good, that way I got everything primed. Then I'll do the front fender, and actually while I wait for this to dry, I'm probably going to go ahead and start on the rear fender, get that thing prepped and everything, and then yeah, we'll go ahead and finish up the primer for today, and then I'll probably wait a couple days. Today's Thursday, so probably wait till Saturday and lay my base coats, and hopefully lay down some clear and go ahead and finish these tins up, and go ahead and get them reinstalled on the bike. Okay guys, so that's it for the gas tank and the front fender. I ran out of primer, so I need to mix up a little bit more to finish off that rear fender. But I mean, that's it for the primer. You know, like I said, I just got to finish the rear fender and then I'm done for the day. We'll come back and we'll do the base coat and the clear coat on the next video. So thank you guys. Alright everybody, so this wraps it up for today's video. What I did was set up the tent, the new booth, paint booth is what I'm going to use it for, but went ahead and sanded down and got the epoxy primer smooth for all these pieces. And then I went ahead and laid down the 2K high build primer. And actually, the issues that I was having with the epoxy primer, like I said earlier, I spoke with a representative at the paint supply house that I've been using, and they told me that the tip for the gun that I'm using, it might have been too small. So I used a larger tip this time, and I'm really pleased with the results. Everything came out really nice and smooth. There'd be minimal prepping, you know. I'll sand everything, of course, before I lay my base coat. But everything turned out really nicely. Fairing turned out excellent. See that? Turned out really good. I mean, all the pieces turned out really nice. So with that being said, I am really looking forward to the next video where I'll be laying down the paint, and once I'm done painting, I'll start mocking parts up and hopefully get everything put back together, and maybe even fire her up, let everybody hear what she sounds like. I still got to get a new exhaust system, but you know, that'll come with time. But so yeah, that's pretty much it. We're starting to wrap this build up. I got some more parts coming in soon, and then like I said, I still got to get a new exhaust. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share these videos. I mean, you know, we're really appreciative for the people that have subscribed so far. Thank you guys very much. You know, we're not professionals or anything, so you know, we're just learning as we go. And you know, your comments, if you guys want to leave comments in the video down below, we really appreciate the feedback. Any criticism is great criticism, so we really appreciate that as well. So thank you all for the support. Don't forget to like and share. Thanks.